Directions for creating your painted patterns and lines. We will be using white paint to create lines that make a pattern on our rainbow colored background. You're going to start near the top using white paint and a very small brush, probably about a finger's amount of space from the top. Make sure you have a good amount of paint on your brush, and you're going to hold your brush kind of like a pencil and hold it more straight up and down when you're trying to create lines that are relatively thin. You really have to dip your brush in the paint a lot to make sure that your lines are nice and smooth and bold, and it helps the paint to flow much easier when you dip it a lot. And also paint in small sections. So here I'm just doing the one little section of my zigzag line and repeatedly dipping. So I'll do the angled line and I'll kind of stop and do the other angled line, probably dip it, and keep repeating this process till I reach the edge of my paper. So from one edge to the other edge, very carefully create your lines. Make sure to double check and go back and do any touch-ups if they need it. So if you missed a spot or you need to smooth out a spot, then about a finger's amount of space under the first line you created, you'll create another line of your choice, remembering to dip your brush in the paint a lot of times so that that paint flows so much easier, and paint your line till it reaches the other edge of your paper. You're just going to repeat this process after you have about 3 or 4 lines, then repeat them so that you're creating a pattern until you reach the bottom of your paper. When you're finished, place it on the drying rack.